Every time you've told yourself, I can't do this, those moments weren't weakness, they were challenges. And the truth is, the strongest people don't avoid these moments, they embrace them. Today, I'll teach you how to do the same. The truth is, life doesn't get easier, you have to get stronger. And by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to sharpen your mind, push through fear, and start building the resilience you've always wanted. This isn't just talk, this is your blueprint for leveling up. Let's get started. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. The problem is, most of us let the wrong voice take control. It's time to drop the excuses. Excuses feel good in the moment, but they're just a way of avoiding hard things. Think about someone like Serena Williams. She's faced setbacks that would force most people to quit. Injuries, criticism, and balancing her personal life with her professional goals. But instead of making excuses, she doubled down on her discipline, saying, I've had to learn to fight all my life. That fight turned her into the greatest female tennis player of all time. What's one excuse you've been using? Write it down, then ask yourself, how can I replace this excuse with action? Overthinking won't solve your problems. Action will. Think about Alex Honnold, the professional climber who scaled El Capitan in Yosemite without a rope. A climb so dangerous, most people wouldn't even dream of attempting it. Before the climb, he didn't waste time worrying about what could go wrong. Instead, he focused on preparation. He spent years perfecting every move, every foothold, until he was ready. When the moment came, fear didn't catch him. Fear didn't control him. His preparation and action did. When worry takes over, don't let it paralyze you. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take right now to build momentum and be consistent? Then take it. Action is the antidote for fear. At the end of the day, setbacks aren't failures. They're opportunities to learn, grow, and become the best version of yourself. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison after fighting for equality in South Africa. At the end of his time in prison, he came out and still became the president of South Africa. Can you imagine losing nearly 3 decades of your life? Most people would have given up on their dreams, but Nelson Mandela didn't. He used that time to study, strategize, and prepare to lead his country. He knew that when he was released, he would succeed. He never had any doubts that he expressed. He turned his pain into power. If you faced a setback recently, ask yourself what you can learn from it. Then use it as fuel to push you forward. Could be that you were rejected from a relationship. Could be that you were rejected from a job. Could be that you failed in a race, or that you failed in a performance. It doesn't matter. What can you learn from it? When you're in the middle of a challenge, it's easy to feel stuck. You focus on the pain, the failure, or the frustration, and it feels like you're never going to be able to move forward. But the truth is, this is your moment. The truth is, this is just one moment in the story of your life. Every challenge you face is temporary. The decisions you make now, whether to push forward or give up, will determine how the rest of your story unfolds. Remember, setbacks don't define you. How you respond to them does. When life feels overwhelming, pause and zoom out. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, ignore it and move on. If yes, ask yourself, what's one thing I could do today to move me towards my goal? Keep your eyes on the bigger picture and don't let temporary struggles set you back. If you've made it this far, you're serious about upgrading your mindset. That's why I created a step-by-step guide packed with tools and science-backed methods to help you crush your excuses and build a stronger mindset. You'll build resilience and push. If you're ready to level up, click the link in the description and take the next step. I'm sorry to tell you, but resilience isn't built overnight. It takes days, weeks, months, even years to strengthen your mind like a muscle. Goggins, one of the toughest people alive, started with tiny steps. At 300 pounds, he could barely run a quarter mile or 400 meters, but he didn't quit. He showed up every day, and those small wins turned into incredible achievements. So break down your goal. What's one small action that you can take daily and be consistent about over days, weeks, months, and years? Start small, but stay consistent. Over time, you'll become unstoppable. If you're worried about being consistent, you need to sharpen your focus. In a world full of distractions, focus is your edge. Most people get pulled in 100 different directions every single day. They're distracted by shiny object syndrome, by entertainment. They waste energy on things that just don't matter. But the ability to lock in and give your full attention to your goal, that's a skill that will set you apart and will get you to where you're going. Focus isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things. It's about saying no to distractions and yes to what moves the needle to move you forward. Here's how to start training your focus today. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Choose one task and give it your undivided attention. No notifications, no multitasking. The single greatest focus app on your phone is called airplane mode. Use it. Start small, but practice daily. Over time, you'll turn your focus into a superpower and leave distractions behind. Part of any elite performer's preparation isn't just about the physical, it's about the mental. They prepare their minds by visualizing their achievements every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Michael Phelps didn't win 23 Olympic medals by accident. He visualized every race, every stroke, every turn before he even got in the water. By the time he competed, he'd already won in his mind. Before your next big challenge, close your eyes and visualize success. Feel it, see it, hear it, and you will achieve it. Athletes know that they're going to go through tough moments because the tough moments are where the real growth happens. Most people shy away from discomfort. They're afraid of it. They quit when things start to get hard. But the difference between those who choose to stay average and those who excel is how they handle pain. Growth doesn't come when things are easy. It comes when you're pushed to your limits and beyond. One way of thinking about it, the harder the challenge, the more opportunity there is to grow. That's because discomfort forces you to adapt, to think differently, to evolve. When you're going through something really tough, remember you've been through difficult situations in the past, and the fact that you're here today listening to this video proves that you survived. Use that as proof to yourself to keep going. You're more resilient than you think, and every time you push through, you're building even more strength for the future. So the next time that resistance shows up, don't back down. Remind yourself, this is where the work begins. This is when I begin to grow. The pain you feel today is where the strength for tomorrow comes. Your comfort zone isn't protecting you, it's holding you back. Step out, callous your mind, and watch your life transform. What's one hard thing you'll commit to today? Drop it in the comments, and let's grow together. And don't forget, our mindset guide is in the description. If you're ready to take control, grab it and start building the life you want.